I'd like to welcome everybody to the Toms River MUA monthly meeting. This is meeting number 1182. Sunshine disclosure?
This meeting is convened in accordance with provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act of New Jersey. That the official minutes reflect that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by publishing an annual meeting notice in the Asbury Park Press, the Star Ledger, filed with the Township Clerk, and thereafter posting same on the Authority Bulletin Board and the Township Bulletin Board.
Flag salute?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Here.
Mr. Valvano?
Here.
Mrs. Clement?
Here.
Mr. Pilata?
Here.
Mr. Memoli?
Here.
And Mr. Goulet?
Mr. Blue's absent actually at the graduation of his grandson, I believe, or graduation of something. Good for him.
Item 3 on the agenda, minutes of meetings for approval, meeting number 1181.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And just, Mr. Chairman, just so you understand too, the meetings are up to date. I know that, I guess a couple years ago, there were some issues with other utilities authorities not having minutes online or not being up to date. Our minutes are online and are up to date.
That's good. Item B, executive session, 1181, number 11, meeting 1181.
Move to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item 4, disbursements, operating expenses. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve disbursements in the amount, operating expenses rather, in the amount of $1,452,976.23.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any abstentions?
Oh,
Want to do a roll call? Roll call.
I do have I'm abstaining on the bill to Kelly Ballou. Should I say that now or when I?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's fine.
Roll call.
Yes, roll call, please.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Pilata?
Yes.
Mr. Valvano?
Yes.
And Mr. Memoli?
Yes, with the exception of
Yes.
Yes.
the disbursement to Kelly. Item 4B, additional disbursements not listed. It's on the handout.
What was that for? $177.3.
$177.32.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Roll call, please.
Roll call.
Yes, please do it.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Valvano?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Pilata?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes. Item 5, ratification of monthly transfers and investment resolutions.
So moved.
Second.
Mr.
Roll call, question?
No.
No?
You can.
Okay, we'll go
Yeah,
with the roll call.
Mr. Pilata?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Valvano?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes. Item 6, financial reports, 6A to 6F.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Valvano?
Yes.
Mr. Pilata?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes.
Just so that since we're talking about financial reports, as the board knows, we've put a lot of EIT money into the ground over the past several years. That number, our reduction in OCUA fees, Nick, remember we have that number, is it 1.2 million a year?
About 1.5.
I think we're saving about $1.5 million per year since we started the rehabilitation project. So I think that that's worth noting. at this particular time, since we're talking about our financial reports.
Thank you. Item 6G, Charlie?
Yes, the Finance Committee had a very busy month. We looked into bond anticipation notes. I spoke with Jennifer from Acacia. After a lengthy conversation with her and concerning our longstanding practice of having principal guarantee, we are not going forward with bond anticipation notes, because currently every investment that we have, there is a principal guarantee with a collateralized mortgage obligation, which is backed by the full faith and credit of the whole United States. All our bank accounts are backed by GOODPA, which is government FDIC, which guarantees totally our principal, and there is never any risk whatsoever to the ratepayers. That being said, the 10-year Treasury bond is extremely low. It is approaching its multi-decade low of approximately 1.46% right now. We are not going forward with any CMOs at this time. It is not an appropriate time to tie up money for multi-years. The Finance Committee, along with the employees, we reached out to local banks that do have GOODPA. Many banks do not offer that to government entities. The best rate was Harmony Bank at 1.0%, and we have put $500,000 into Harmony Bank. They have been a very good vendor with us. They also offer GOODPA. Concerning 6G, $84,590.57 that needs to be invested. I would like to make a motion to put that into our Ocean First Trust account.
I second that motion.
Roll call?
Mr. Galvano?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Bellato?
Yes.
And Mr. Memolo?
Yes. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you.
At this time, I would like to just go a little bit out of order with the agenda, and I'd like to move our executive session up at this time. So,
Jim's got to read, right.
I have a proposed resolution for entry into executive session June 28, 2016, whereas the Open Public Meetings Act provides that the Toms River MUA may go into executive session to discuss matters that may be confidential or listed pursuant to NJSA 10:4-12, and whereas it is recommended by the General Counsel and the Commissioners that the TRMUA enter into executive session on June 28, 2016 to discuss the matters set forth hereinafter, which are permissible to discuss in executive session. Now therefore be it resolved that the Commissioners of the TRMUA may go into executive session to discuss the following items: pending litigation, potential litigation, personnel matters, and contractual matters. Do I have a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Take a brief recess and get into...
we have to take a brief recess.
We're going to close.
We're going to go.
Yeah, so you guys can probably just give us probably a half hour or so, I would imagine.
Do you want staff to
Staff
wait in
can,
the hall? Or?
no, because it's negotiations and contractual, and then we'll go from there. All right. You can all hang, that's fine. So you guys can wait in the hallway if
Yes,
you'd
it
like.
is.
Until we start back up again. Yeah, I think so. We're going to actually put a little bit more.
You want to do it?
Probably another 3.
You and your...
Good, ready?
Okay.
Okay, good.
We're back on the record. The executive session was held, concluded at 5:03 p.m. Discussion of the ongoing litigation with the Eris Healthcare Facility, settlement of a judgment against EMC Corporation, settlement and release of the final escrow on the Cara Homes properties, personnel matter to be covered in the committee report, as well as the Teamsters foreman negotiations were discussed in executive session. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You're on item number 7.
Item number 7, operating reports, 7A through 7G. Can I get a motion?
Move to approve?
Second.
Do we need a roll call?
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Bellotta?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Galvano?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes. Moving to item 8, development applications, D-1040 Brookside Drive.
So moved.
Second.
Does anybody have a conflict with either of the two principals listed on the development application? Ralph Aponte and David Brown? No. No abstentions.
I have a second, I have a first and a second.
Uh,
Roll call.
Mr. Bellotta?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Galvano?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes. Agenda items, 9A, agenda items. The next authority meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, July 26th at 4:30 PM. Does anybody have an issue with that?
No, I know we were going to a summer meeting scheduled time, so I'm not sure whether that'll change yet, but we'll notify the members.
And re-advertise.
Yes.
Thanks.
Of course.
All right. 9A2 through 4. Can I get a motion?
There's no items on 2A.
2A,
or
okay.
ratifications.
9A,
3, 4, and 5.
3, 4, and 5.
So moved on 9A, 3, 4, and 5.
Second?
Roll call.
Mr. Bellotta?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Galvano?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes.
Just so that, Mr. Chairman, the authorized for our on-call paving, in the past, what would happen is the authority would go out and pave specific jobs individually. And sometimes those jobs would cost us more money. So what we're doing is we're bidding all of the on-call paving projects that we have at one time. So one firm, whoever that firm is, will get that. And then normally they'll couch together 4 or 5 different paving projects. And when they have enough of them, they'll come out in one day. What we found is that we get a much better price doing it that way than having someone come out and pave just one today and maybe 3 weeks from now come out and pave another one. So this is one of the nice changes that we've been able to come up with.
Thank you. Item 9B, unfinished business.
We have resolution under 9A6
96, Mr.
to amend the
Chairman.
2016 budget.
9A6, request approval for the amendment of the 2016 budget.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Mr. Chairman, just for discussion, just so that you, the board members, I know you've reviewed all of that. Basically what we're doing is we have, the DEP has asked for supplemental force mains, parallel force mains on a lot of our pump stations because that's something they would like to get done. So what we found is especially since we're saving about $1.5 million a year from OCUA charges and what we were paying 5 or 6 years ago, we're actually going to put some more money underground and upgrade some of those systems, do some more pipe bursting, pipe relining. And the return on investment has been very, very good because, you know, when you save $1.6 million or $1.5 million a year, you know, the cost of those projects are being paid pretty quickly. So we're amending the budget to allow for more capital improvements.
Thank you.
Roll call.
Yes.
Mr. Galvano?
Yes.
Mrs. Clement?
Yes.
Mr. Siddiqui?
Yes.
Mr. Bellotta?
Yes.
Mr. Memoli?
Yes. Moving down to next item on the agenda, 9B, unfinished business. I don't believe we have anything pending at this time. Anybody have anything? Item 10, we're going to go over to committee reports. I guess we'll start with Mr. Block, Law, Legal.
The items that I can discuss in public session, we did confirm and had our final closing with Cara Homes The escrow funds have now been settled out with them, been approved by all the firms, money dispersed. We're just waiting for the last deed to come back reported from the county. That will square us away with them and with the pump station. All of our money will have been dispersed, and we have recovered 99% of our legal fees from Carroll Homes in doing that. It's taken a couple of years to get it all through, bankruptcy court and this and that, but it's done, and we have checks that will be forwarded to Rosemary. We also were successful in the litigation with EMC. We have recovered about 99% of that judgment as well for the damage that they caused to our lines through successful litigation. And those funds have been received by my office, and disbursements will be coming to the MUA for that as well. The next scheduled settlement conference in the Errors litigation is July 18th at 1:30 before Judge Hodgson. The negotiations with the Teamsters, I don't know if you want to report on that, or maybe just cover it. There were 2 scheduled negotiation sessions that were canceled by the union. There's another one that's now scheduled for July 8th to discuss that contract renewal, and I'll let Ms. Clement report shortly on the personnel items.
That's actually Mr.
they
Memley.
meant-
Oh, Mr. Miller,
Yes.
sorry.
But I'll report if you want me to.
I'm not the chair. But, if anybody has any questions from legal, we're also still in negotiations with Conrail for the lease of the property by the Parkway overpass that would complement our trucks and the ability to store materials and things on the site. So we're hoping to be done with that by the next time that we meet.
Thank you. Engineer? Engineering?
Yes. Besides your report, I would like to, the Engineering Technology Committee would like to point out some highlights of Mr. Alton's work in the last month. On May the 31st, the newly installed pumping station 6 supplemental force main was activated. This is the authority's 5th pump station out of 20 with an available supplemental backup force main. The construction contract on that was $292,539. The newly reconstructed pumping station 13, along with supplemental force main, will be activated before July. The construction contract amount on that was $484,000. On June the 14th, the pipe rehabilitation, bursting and dig replace pre-construction meeting was held. Mobilization to occur after Labor Day. Construction contract amount $1,369,111. And last but not least, our pumping station 16 structural improvements. No aspect started yet other than consultant's proposal and construction cost estimate. And this includes replacing the existing concrete storage floor, the room floor slab, the ceiling over the wet well, and support beams, etc. And the consultant's professional services proposal is $69,000, and the construction cost estimate is $300,000.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
You're welcome.
Very detailed. Land use?
Yeah, Jim, Mr. Gluck brought it up earlier, but let me just go into a little more detail. The Conrail owns a piece of property, access property in the back. So the MUA is agreeable to $1,500 for annual rent to use that property, make it easier for you guys to go back.
We won't have to, right now, when we have to move equipment from the front to the back, what happens is they have to actually go onto
Right.
the public road. There's POVs that go by, buses that go by. This will allow us continuous access from our piece all the way into the
That's just to
piece.
rent though, they're not
We're only
interested
gonna
in
lease it.
purchase, right?
Right, correct. $1,500 a year is a pretty good price, I think.
So there's no negotiation as far as buying it?
Well,
just-
I think that's the number that they have agreed to. Now we're just looking at.
They've
trying to
agreed
come
to
up
that
with-
number.
Okay. All right.
It's just the terms and conditions now, and and getting that lease into a
Okay.
format.
That's it for land use.
As far as personnel goes, we had one request from an employee, Kelly Ballou, to ask for a 6-month leave of absence. And the Personnel Committee met, and it is our recommendation that we accept her letter for the leave of absence. And during that time, we're going to have a temporary person move into that position and be paid a stipend. And we will readdress, the ongoing matter after the 6 months when Mrs. Ballou returns to her position,
If she returns.
if she
And
returns.
during that period of time, Mr. Chairman, there are no benefits paid, we will make COBRA available as we would to any employee that left our employ, but that's the only thing.
Right. And as Mr. Gluck had said, the negotiations have been rescheduled to July 8th, after they've been canceled twice.
This is the second month in a row that the MUA has lost an employee. I don't know, maybe it's me. So I think we're down probably 4 employees over the last probably 18 to 24 months. So, all right, thank you.
Okay, moving on, item 11, public comments. Anybody in the public? Seeing none, move to close public comments.
Seeing
Well,
Seeing
Seeing none, stand up.
Correspondence, Mr. Chairman, we did receive a phone call and a letter from some residents that were very happy with the services from the TRMUA. When somebody goes to flush their toilet at 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday, on maybe a holiday weekend, and they have a problem, we always tell our ratepayers to call us first. Sometimes it's us, sometimes it's not, but we have 24-hour service. Our guys go out, they take a look, and one particular gentleman called up and was very, very happy with one of our employees, so we'll be putting a letter in his file. Just a letter of thanks, because we want people to call us first. Some people do, some people don't think about it. I'm not saying that other companies out there aren't reputable when they come out, but
When did
call
this
us
occur?
first. Pardon?
When did this occur?
Over the weekend.
In the middle of the night?
Yeah, usually, yeah, so.
That's when it always happens.
So we are here to serve the ratepayers.
4th of July weekend, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, 4th of July weekend, right. Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's all I had for correspondence.
Executive session we've already covered. That brings us to move to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
Yes, it is. That's a good one.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you very much.
Gabby, you ever filmed a BTMUA meeting?
No, I haven't made the trip up to Brick yet.
A far trip?
Yeah, I'm all the way down Forked
Yeah.
River,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
up on the Parkway for me.
I'll get that, I'll correct that email. I'll get that out right away.
Yes.